Okay, so we're dividing multi-digit numbers today. There's not a decimal in this one, so we're just going to do it like you normally do. It's just a nice little refresher. So this first part, we're going to do 3-digit dividends. So that means the first number is going to go underneath. So I have 351 divided by 9. So the first number always goes underneath. That's the dividend, right? Yeah. And then the outside number is called the divisor. In this case, it's really nice because it's a single digit one. How many people like it when they're single digits? Much easier, right? So if we're looking, can 9 go into 3? No. So I would either put like an X or a 0 above it so you don't accidentally put your number above it. How many people have accidentally done that at some point or the other? And then you've gotten a really big number. It happens, doesn't it? I've done it. I'm going to put an X. But now, let's go over to there. I know 9 can go into 35 3 times because that is
27.
Okay, so we're going to have to borrow. What is 15 minus 7? 8. Then I'm going to bring down my 1. And raise your hand if you know how many times 9 goes into 81. Alex? 9 times evenly, right? I like it when it goes in evenly. 39 is our answer. How many people think they could have managed that one on their own? Okay, good. Hey. This next problem, a little bit more challenging because of the 2-digit divisor. We have 318. Here, if I have to tell you to stop rolling on the ball again. Okay, so we have 318. Is that the dividend or divisor?
Oh, that's a dividend. No, divisor. No, that's a dividend. Which number? 318?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dividend. And next one, divisor.
And then divisor. So, dividend, divisor. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Can 16 fit into 3? No. Okay, raise your fingers the amount of times that 16 can fit into 31. Once.
Yeah, I knew that.
What number would it have to be to fit in there twice?
42.
32. So 11 minus 6 is?
4.
2 minus 1 is 1, and I bring down the 8. Okay, so I don't know that one off the top of my head. So I'm going to go along the side, and I'm going to say 16 times something. You think 3? Okay, 6 times 3 is?
18.
3, 4. Oh, I think it's going to be a little bigger, right? Because it's 158.
6. Try 6.
How many? 7? So 16 times 7. 6 times 7, we get 42. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's going to have to be bigger.
9. 8. Look at the 8. It's not possible. It's 9. You're 8.
Well, because I know that 16 times 10 is 160, right? So it's going to have to be just a little smaller than that. So 6 times 9 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, it is 8. It's 8.
So it has to be 9. Okay, today, since we're not doing decimals, what is our remainder going to be? Shelby? 14. So 19, remainder 14.
My old teacher.
Okay. Are there any questions about this problem? Okay, I heard him say yeah. Do you have a question? What's your question about this problem?
My teacher used to say the remainder, look thing can't be bigger than the.
It can't be. And it's not. It's too smaller. Yep. Okay, now we're going to look at dividing 4-digit dividends. That just means the inside number has 4 digits. So 6,493 divided by 75. So I take the comma out when I put it in. Because sometimes it could I'd be like, oh, that's a decimal, and it's not a decimal. Yep. So I leave my comma out when I do this. Okay. Can 75 go into 6? Can it go into 64? No. So I can go to 649. I'm not fluent in my 75, so. Trinity, what do you want to multiply by? 8. So 5 times 8 is 40. 7 times 8 is 56 plus 4 is. Yeah, it's going to have to be because if it was 9, it would be 675. Nolan, you need to keep your mouth off. Then raise your hand. Okay, so 600. So it goes in there 8 times. So we're going to minus 600. We have 4, 9, and then we bring down the 3. So we have to ask ourselves. I know it's going to be less than 8, right? So what do you want to multiply C to? 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 7 times 5 is plus 2 is 37. I think we can go bigger than that. Don't you? Let's try 6. 75 times 6, 30. We get 42 plus 3 is?
45.
That's as big as we can go, don't you think?
Yeah.
So we're going to go under 6. So what remainder are you guys getting?
43. That's 43.
Yeah, I got 43.
Just like that. 86, remainder 43. Guess what? Tomorrow we'll do decimals.
Yeah. I like decimals better. This
This is how you learned it in what, 4th grade?
Third.
3rd grade you learned multiplication,
No.
right?
Yes. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did 4th grade.
Division is in 4th grade because you have to get your multiplication down before you can divide. Hey, our next one, do you have a question about this problem? Then you can wait till after the lesson. Okay, we have 4,321 divided by 56. Okay, 56. It cannot go into 4. It cannot go into 43. But it can go into 432. What do you think, Ava? It's 5?
I think it's 3.
I think that you need to keep your mouth closed because we're raising our hand because we're big kids. 25 plus 3 is 28. We need it. How many people think we need to go a little bigger? Yeah, so raise your hand if you want to tell me what we should multiply by next. Allie? 33. We're not making noises, guys. What you should be doing is trying to figure out what you're multiplying by, right? Xander? You think it's 7? Thank you, Xander, for raising your hand. So 6 times 7 is?
42.
And 35 plus 4 is? Stop talking. Zero. Borrow. We get a 4. Bring down the 1. I think it's going to be 7 again. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Cut 392. That's going to be as close as we can get. Now we have to come all the way to the 4 and borrow, don't we?
Yes.
11 minus 2 is?
9.
So 77. Remainder 9. So we are doing remainders today. Not decimals, because I haven't taught you how to do the decimal ones yet, have I? Okay. Do we have any questions? How many people have done this before? All of you should be raising your hands, right? So, just be careful with your multiplication. Guys, everyone has to do this. It's okay if it takes you a long time. I have to come to the side. I don't know my 56s or my 75s or really my 16s very well, right? Is it okay if you come to the side and show your multiplication?
Yeah.
Yes. It will help you out. Sisto. Okay. So